I think remember in the last session we discussed about room warning, and if you talk about the room warning, simply we'll learn how to do the room warning. But the purpose of room warning we'll discuss at the time of creating space. So don't worry if you not get the concept for room warning. Don't worry, you'll get the chance to learn this room warning again at the time of creating spaces. Okay. So let me proceed with the next topic. But before this, some more points related to this view properties. Yesterday we discussed the view control toolbar. In the view control toolbar, different tools. Okay, so some more tools or the same tool, but some more options. Let me quickly complete. Then we can deal with the levels. Okay, so here I'm going to share the screen. In the previous session, we discussed about this temporary hide option, but we discussed only this hide option, not the isolate. Okay, so let me quickly complete this isolate option. This is also interesting. For example, I'm going to open level 1, and if you want, please make a note. You can write the option is temporary hide isolate, but today I'm going to show isolate option because hide option we already discussed now. So for example, temporary, if you want to hide, select the object. You can click this option, temporary hide isolate, and you can hide element or category. You know the difference between element and category, right? But now we have one more interesting option. For example, except this diffuser, I want to hide everything. So if I use hide option, I need to select all this option except this diffuser. So it's a waste of time. So we have a reverse option also. Simply what you do, select this diffuser, and here click on temporary hide isolate. You can make a short notes, and here select isolate element. You see, first I'm selecting isolate. So isolate element means only the selected diffuser will freeze and remaining will hide. Okay, now you see everything is hidden except that selected. Okay, so if you want to hide n number of object, then you can use option. If you want to hide only limited object, you can use the first option, hide element. This is related to element. Now the similar option we have for the category also. So again, I'm going to reset this, and you see you can reset. 1 minute. Where is that option? So here you can reset from here. Then one more option. Again, I'm selecting this diffuser, but this time I'm selecting this option, isolate category. So you see what will happen. All the diffuser is a one category, na? And you know what is category? Yesterday we discussed the Revit element, then category, then families, then type, right? So category means, you see, return diffuser, supply diffuser, all comes under one category, na? Under that, if you talk about family, you'll find supply family, return family. Then again in that you'll find the types. But category point of view means all A terminal comes under one category, right? All ducts comes under one category. So you know what is category. Yesterday we discussed. Okay, so that's the reason. You see, only the diffuser is visible, everything is hidden. So this is option for isolate, right? And again, if you want to reset after editing, then you can click reset. This is a temporary option. Okay, and you see all this option can be used at the time of project, and even at the time of the drafting or metal takeoff, this option can be useful. Similar to that, permanent hidden option also. Yesterday we discussed now how to hide a particular element permanently. Okay, so same way here, select this diffuser and right click, hide in view element. So yesterday we discussed element, but we have a category option also. So when I select this category, you see what will happen. All the diffuser will hide because that diffuser comes under one category, na? And this is not temporary hidden, this is a permanent hidden, right? So I think you got the difference between the element and the category. Element means only the selected object. Category means you can select any one element of that category. It will affect to the whole category. Okay. So this is in the previous session, we discussed the difference between the family and the category and the type. So Revit element, category, family, and the types. Okay. Next we'll talk about visibility graphics. But before visibility graphics, we'll complete adding the levels. Okay, this is also very interesting and important topic. Yes, online.
1 minute.
Yes.
What is the purpose of doing permanent hide?
You see, for example, you're dealing with the ducting, and if you don't want to see the pipes, then you can hide the pipes. Or if you're dealing with the light fixture, lighting layout, in that if you don't want to see the diffuser, you can hide. you know this different services, because in Revit we are dealing with the project now with the multiple views, right? This is one example.
Temporary and permanent. Why याने दोनों
Temporary,
की
acha.
difference?
Okay, temporary means at the time of editing to avoid confusion. For example, at the time of editing, I want to edit for this duct, and this diffuser is creating a obstruction or disturbance for me. So temporary I can hide. Later, after completing that, I can reset. But permanent hidden means as per the required view. For example, if you're dealing with the lighting view, we can hide all the diffusers. If you're dealing with the ducting view, we can hide all the pipes, etc. But there are some other options also, you doing the same with the VG. This is also interesting and important, but these are the shortcut options what we learn, and the whole thing can be done by using the VG. I'll give you the preview. You see, with the VG also you can do this. We have a separate topic for this, in detail we'll discuss. But remember, VG is limited to the category. It's not applicable for the element. I'll give you this note at the time of dealing with the VG. I hope you got the idea online.
Yes.
Anyhow, you see, there are a number of tools. So how to use, just I'm showing some example, but it's up to you. As per your logic, as per your requirement, you can use in n number of ways. Okay, next. So back to the topic. The next topic is very, very important. We'll talk about adding the levels. And for that, you can open the notes, and in the notes, jump to page number, I think 33. Let me read this link now. And I think we saved this file, right? Or else again, I'll start from the beginning. Don't worry, because we did only 2 steps in the previous session. So adding the levels. So page number is 32. Start from this topic, adding levels. Sorry, my mistake. 1 minute. Page number 31. The topic start from here. Add levels, and this is very, very important. Why the need of adding the level? The first point is because by default from the template you'll get only 2 levels. But if your project consists of multiple floors, we require multiple levels, first point. And remember, at the time of adding the levels, you'll get the chance to create the floor and the ceiling plan, which is required to deal with the different services. Without plan or ceiling view, can you think to plan the duct route, pipe route, or this diffuser, light fixture, etc.? We require the floor plans now. With the floor plan only we'll do the planning for the services, for this equipments, or for this diffuser, 8 terminals, etc. Right? So how to create that floor plan? And creating floor plan, it not mean that actually we are going to create. It is there in the 3D intelligent building. Simply we are going to access. Getting a point? So creating it not mean that we are actually creating that one. We are not supposed to create the floor plans. We are not supposed to create the 3D intelligent building. That you'll get from the architect. Okay, then if I say creating floor plan means just from the 3D intelligent building, I'm going to access that views. Okay, then only we can start the planning, and that can be done at the time of adding level. So this is very interesting. And adding level, the command you can write LL. Double L is the command for the levels. So let me proceed from page number 31, and quickly I'm going to complete the previous task in the file, because I need to continue with the same file. So, click on this new and select this template, system default, because we are dealing with the plumbing, mechanical, and this electrical. So I'm using the system default, that to English system, Imperial. Then create new project, then quickly I'm going to link what 3D intelligent building. You know how to link. Click on insert tab. From the link panel, click link Revit, and here you know how to access this folder, link arc model. This is from the architect, a 3D intelligent building, and make sure that select internal origin to origin. Okay, we'll discuss other options also, not right now to avoid confusion, but the default option what you need to select is internal origin to origin, not other option. Other options we'll discuss later. Why internal origin to origin? Because I want to place this 3D intelligent component with the reference of 0, 0. That will be easy for us for referencing point of view. Then click open, so it will link. And the next step is I rearrange the elevation cameras. The same procedure. I'm selecting this quickly. One camera somewhere here. One other camera for this side. Okay, then room warning. Click on this and click edit type. Select room bonding. Okay. The next step is adding level. So do you know from where you can access the levels? From which view? You see, levels you can access only with the elevation or with the section view, not from the plan. In the plan, you cannot see this levels. And by default, I'm getting this lighting 1, lighting 2, and in the floor as well as ceiling and in the mechanical etc. because of the template file. Because there's two levels means you'll get the 2 floor and ceiling plan. Okay, but as I said, this school project, actually this is a school project, consists of a ground floor, first and the second floor. It's a G+2. So ground floor means level 1, which is available. First floor means level 2, which is also available. Second floor we required level 3, and the roof level. So we require 2 more levels now, with so that I can get 2 more floor plan, one for the second floor and one for the roof plan. Okay, so how to get this? So first what you do, from mechanical or from electrical, access this elevation. For example, I'm going to open this north mech. These are the elevation camera means these are the elevation views. Okay, so for example, I'm going to access this north mech, and when you double click this, it will open. And you know this, you can verify the current view on the screen from the project browser, because the current view in the project browser with the bold letters. This bold letter means this is active view. When I click one mech, you see this is not bold letters. The one mech will become bold letter. You see one mech. Okay, so we require this north mech. Now you can find the elevation, this high elevation of this north side, and when you zoom, you can notice level 1, level 2. And this 2 level from the template file. But what about this level, entry level 02, 03, roof level and parapet level? And you see, when you try to select any of this level, the whole link is selecting. It means this link from the link file. Okay, so you cannot edit this, just if you try to select, just for example, but these are the default level. Na? So 2 level is available, but we require 2 more level, this level 3 and the roof level. Parapet we are not bothered. So at the time of creating the level, you can create the floor and ceiling plan. But before this, you see, level 1 is going to match with the link level, which is 0 feet, and this is also 0 feet. But level 2, this is 12 feet as per the link file, but here as per the template file, this is 10 feet, right? So simply what you do, double click on this 10 feet and edit to 12 feet as per the requirement. It will update. Okay, now we are interested to create 2 more views. So how to create? Very simple. Click on architectural tab. From datum panel, here you can find the tool called level, or the command is ll. When you click on this, you see the option bar will activate. Can you see the option bar? You know where is the option bar? Here is the option bar. Na? With the option bar, you'll find the draw panel also. In the draw panel, you'll find the 2 tools. One is line and second is a pick line. Pick line can be used if you want to use offset. Line can be used if you want to draw that with this reference. So we already have this 03 roof level reference. Now I can pick from that. So I'll use this line option. Later we'll discuss about this pick line. If you want to, for example, you see this is 12 feet. So again, 24 feet, I want 1 more level. I can select this pick line and I'll update the offset as 12 feet. So when I click on this, about 12 feet, you'll get the level. That we'll discuss later. At present, I'm selecting this level. Now, after selecting this line, in the option bar, make sure that select make plan view. If you not select this and simply if you complete the level, only the levels will create without any floor plan. But we are interested to create the floor plan also, no, which is required for planning along with the ceiling plan. Okay, floor plan means above, ceiling plan means the below. So first select this option. This is important. After that, click on this plan view types. So here we don't bother about this structure plan. We bother about this floor and this ceiling plan. So select only the floor and ceiling plan, not the structure plan. This is for the structure side. So we are not bothered. Click on this, then offset 0. Why offset 0? Because I'm going to click on this. I'll directly take this level. And if you take this cursor close to this 03, like OSNAP in AutoCAD, it will catch. And click on this and you can continue creating the level and align with this levels, right? Now, same way with the continuation, I'm going to click on this roof also, then continue and align with this levels and click modify. You can notice here mechanical 3, mechanical 4 is created. Why mechanical? Because we pick this north mech for under this HVAC, means the main discipline is mechanical. So by default, you'll get the name mechanical. You can rename this, no issue. I think someone asked this question. So double click this one and you can type level 3. It will ask you to rename the corresponding view. Corresponding view means when you create this level, floor and ceiling plan will create. But where? I'll show you. At this level, I'm not going to rename the corresponding view. So no. So it will update only the level. But the corresponding views is what? The floor and ceiling plan. And you can find the floor and ceiling plan. Previously in the floor plan, you know this 1 mech, 2 mech. But now you see 3 mech, mechanical 3, mechanical 4. What floor plan is created? And when I open this mechanical 3, it means you're seeing from the top. Let me close this 1 mech, WT here. Type WT, tile window. Left side is a mechanical 3 and right side is a section, this elevation view. So mechanical 3 means you're seeing from the top up to this level and you'll get the floor plan of this second floor. Okay. Similarly, if I open this mechanical 4, it means you are seeing from the top for the roof. Okay, so I'm going to open this mechanical 4. You see, it's a roof with the skylights, right? Similarly, get the ceiling plan also. You see, previously it was 1 and 2, so still 1 and 2. But where are the other ceiling plans now? So this ceiling plan by default it will create in the unknown category, mech 3, mech 4. The floor plan you'll get in the respective category, but ceiling plan you'll get in the unknown category. We'll update this. How to update, I'll show you in the respective category, because I want this mechanical 3 and mechanical 4 ceiling plan under this ceiling plan, not in the unknown category, but the floor plan is in the correct location. Okay, I can rename this one. So the first point is creating the level is for what? To get the floor and ceiling plan. And as per the levels of the building, by default, you'll get 2 levels. Remaining 2 level is your task to complete. If it is 10 floor building, you must complete all 10 levels. So that you'll get, at the time of creating all 10 levels, make sure that select make floor plan and select that plan view type and select ceiling and floor, so that you'll get all the floor and ceiling plan in the project browser for the respective category. Respective category means we start, we open this elevation from Mechna, so you'll get all this in mechanical. Later we can rename, we can duplicate this view and can use for the other services also. That is the next step, but let me complete this. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename this. Why? To avoid confusion. So you see already update this level to 12 feet, then here monitoring the artist level, but I'll go with some more additional point which is not in the notes. So let me complete this task to get the complete idea. So here I'm going to rename this. So how to rename? You see 2 mech, I'll make it 3 mech and roof. So right click, for example, first of all, I'm going to copy this. Then again, right click, rename this as what? 3 mech, and this as say roof. Okay, so the floor plan is done, and you see it is asking to rename the corresponding view. No, when you click yes, what will happen? The ceiling plan also name with the same roof, but I don't want to use the same, so I'll click no. So only this will rename. The ceiling plan will not rename. Okay, so this floor plan required plan is done. The four views is required. Floor plan is available. Now, if you talk about the ceiling, first I'll shift this 3 mech and this 4 mech under the ceiling plan. So how to shift this? So for that, 2 options, and this is very, very important. If you want, you can make a note of this. And the option is a subdiscipline and view classification. Subdiscipline and view classification. Later you'll get the chance to learn this option again, but you can make a note. Subdiscipline, you can write categorizing the views by changing subdiscipline and view classification from instance properties. But how? Simple. You see, I'm selecting this mech 3 and holding the control key, I'm selecting this mech 4. And when you select this view, you'll find the properties, instance properties here. Scroll down and find for subdiscipline and view classification option. See subdiscipline, I'm selecting. You see, I want to put under this HVAC, HVAC subdiscipline. Okay, so subdiscipline, select HVAC and apply. When you do this, you see, you can notice the ceiling plan, previously it was in the mechanical but unknown category, unknown subdiscipline, but now it is under the ceiling plan. Later, we'll use the option view classification also. At present, view classification is what? Here the views, and the main discipline is mechanical and subdiscipline is HVAC. Okay, so you'll find one more option or one more parameter called view classification that we'll discuss later. At present, but just by changing the subdiscipline, I got the required location for the ceiling plan. Now I'm going to rename this. Right click, just let me copy this first, then right click, rename this as say 3 ceiling, and this is say 4 ceiling below the roof, and no, because I want to rename only this. Now you see I'm going to close all these views. 3 mech, this is floor plan. I'm going to close this elevation also. On screen 3 mech means floor plan, and parallelly I'm going to open 3 ceiling mech. Now WT, you see here is a ceiling, here is a floor, or else I'll do one thing to avoid confusion. Let me open this 1 ceiling, closing this, and 1 mech floor plan. Type WT. You see in the floor plan you can see the staircase, but in the ceiling plan you'll not find the details. Okay, but don't worry, we'll discuss more about this at the time when we use this plan views. But I think no confusion in the floor plan. In the ceiling plan you may have some confusion, but at the time of dealing with the view range you'll get the clear idea. Okay, so but at this level just remember 1 mech 1 ceiling, the visibility is not same in both the views, it's different. Okay, floor you can understand, but for ceiling we have a view range topic we'll discuss in detail. At this level ignore this. Now the next task, you see all this point is not in the notes. I'm just showing some additional points just to get the concept. Now the next task is, if you want the same floor plan and ceiling plan, you see at present it is in HVAC, I want the same in electrical also or in plumbing also, then simply I can duplicate. How to duplicate? You see I'm going to select this 3 mech, right click, then duplicate view, duplicate. We'll discuss this options later. At present duplicate. Now I got the duplicate copy of this 3 mech now, and even I create a duplicate of the roof also. I'm just showing example. The same procedure you can apply for the ceiling also. So after duplicating this floor plan and ceiling plan, what I can do, I'm selecting this 3 mech copy and the roof both, and now I want this view under what? Under electrical. Okay, so what I'll do now, first, what you see here, the subdiscipline is lock. Why it is locked? Because of the view template. What is view template? We have a topic we'll discuss later. At present I'm changing it to none. Then only can able to edit that one. Don't worry, we'll discuss this view template. We have a separate topic. So again, you see this is selected. Now in the property window you can able to change this. Now you see it's unlocked now. I'm changing this to say lighting and apply. But now you can notice still is not in the lighting. Here under mechanical, you see one subdiscipline is created, lighting. Under that we have this. Why? Because I have not changed the main discipline. Okay, main discipline is still mechanical and still this view selected. So I'll go to the main discipline or say discipline. You see I'm going to change to electrical, then apply. Now you can notice it will shift to electrical, lighting, floor, 3 mech, roof. I can rename now, right? So you know how to rename, copy, then paste here. This is 3 lighting, right? And this is a roof, simply the roof. Got the idea online? And actually this is called documentation. Before starting the project, you must complete this documentation. Means you must create the views for the required service. Suppose if you're dealing with only electrical, just create the views for electrical and you can start. If you're dealing with only HVAC, create the views for HVAC and you can start. So later other engineers dealing with other service, they can copy and can use. But this is not the end. After creating the views, and creating the duplicate and put in the respective views or respective sub-discipline, directly you cannot use. Why? Because you see, for example, if I open this 3mech, here in 3mech, sorry, 3 lighting, we don't know about the visibility setting, which option is active or which is visible or which is not visible. Means I'm talking about show and hide the components. For that, we have a next topic called VG and the view template. That is very, very important. We'll discuss in detail, because for example, if you see level this 3 lighting or 1 lighting, 2 lighting, 3 lighting, if you compare with 1mech, 2mech, 3mech, these are not different. 1mech or 1 electrical, both are ground floor. Only in Revit views are multiple. Remember, in Revit views are multiple, but the building is one. The floor is only one. This is just a duplicate of the views. It not mean that we are duplicating the building floors. The floor identity, the location, the building is only one. Only these are the multiple views. For what? At the time of working, to avoid confusion. So for example, if I open this, say 1 light, and if I add any component somewhere here, for example, let me add one, say diffuser. Supply diffuser, I'm placing somewhere here. Okay, I need to do the visibility settings. 1 minute. Suppose let me add one mechanical equipment. So AHU. No, still the visibility setting is not done. Okay, let me try elevation. Say this is what this is, level 1. No? So I'm going to place in 9 feet. VG mechanical equipments, selecting this. See, it's visible now. Again, I can change this wireframe. It will be clearly visible. I add this mechanical equipment in level 1 of what? Electrical. Now, if I go to this 1mech, in the 1mech also, you see, diffuser also visible. I'll hide this one. You see, this mechanical component you can find here also. It means the views are multiple, but the floor is only one. And when you add any component in, say, ground floor, it's going to add in the project, not in that particular view only. It will add in all the views. So level 1, if you create 100 copies also of level 1, and when you add any one component, that's going to be available in all the views. But what will happen with this? This will create confusion. For example, if the mechanical people are adding this equipment, if it is visible in the electrical, means level 1, no doubt this floor is 1. So physically, for example, on site, if you install a equipment on ground floor, so it will be visible for all the engineers, for all the services. No? Similarly, in Revit also, we are working in a virtual way, like installing, like adding the equipment means installing that equipment in a virtual way. So identity is 1, the floor is 1. But then what the use of this creating the levels and duplicating the levels? So the purpose is to avoid confusion at the time of working, because here, if I use only level 1 for mechanical, for electrical and plumbing, and everyone is working in the one view, what will happen? That will create a lot of confusion. And even on site, we required the different views for the installation, separate layout for ducting, separate for piping, separate for lighting, separate for plumbing, etc. Right? So for that reason, we have an option called VG, visibility graphics. Okay, so what I can do in electrical, for example, in electrical, if I don't want to see any of the mechanical equipment, simply I can type VG. I'm showing the preview of VG. We have a detailed topic of VG. Simply I'll type the VG, visibility graphics, and I'll just click on the model categories, and I'm going to click, or I'm going to deselect this mechanical equipment. You see, I'm going to deselect this and click OK. So the mechanical, all the mechanical equipment will not be visible in lighting, but it will be visible in mechanical. You see, it's visible here. So remember the VG, just I'm giving the preview for VG because this VG is very, very important. We have a detailed topic for this. Again, I'm reminding. So this VG, remember, is limited to the current view. When I apply the VG for lighting, it will be applicable only for this view. It will not apply for this view. Okay. So I think you're getting the concept. You see, at present, initially, just I'm trying to give the concept. Once you get the concept, then we can start the service. The tools, I'm not showing many tools, just I'm showing the concept at this level. Again, all these tools will discuss the detail of VG. So that's the reason we require the multiple views. First, we'll create the views, floor plan, ceiling plan at the time of creating levels. And after getting for one service, we can duplicate and put in the respective service, so that at the time of working, we can use that views to avoid confusion. And with the VG, we can hide or show the respective system component to avoid confusion. And at the time of coordination, anytime you can, in electrical, you can switch on the mechanical equipment, or in mechanical view, you can switch on the electrical equipment for coordination point of view. Suppose before placing the diffuser in this one mech or a ceiling plan, I can type VG and I'll switch on the light fixtures, so that before placing the diffuser, I'll get the location of all the light fixture. So I'll not use that area. You know this, first the light fixture is placed, then the diffusers. No? So this is excellent tool for the coordination, because in Revit, we are not dealing like AutoCAD files. We are dealing with the project file. In the project file, we are dealing with the multiple views of the same building with the different visibilities. But anytime any component can access or can show or hide as per the requirement for coordination point of view. Okay, the next step you can find in the notes, that is monitoring the architectural level. Any questions here? Just concept. Tools we'll discuss again, don't worry, in detail. Got the concept about this level and the floor plan, ceiling plan, and why you're going to duplicate this, and how to change the location by changing the discipline, subdiscipline, or even view classification. View classification not done yet. We'll discuss next.
Duplicating that one, it's still I have doubt.
Yes, please.
From mechanical to lighting, the shifted that one, right?
Means you have doubt in duplicate or just assigning the location?
Assigning the location, how we will make an
simple. For example, you see, once again, quickly, let me show you. This time, ceiling plan. The ceiling plan, I want this 3 ceiling and 4 ceiling in electrical also. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select this 3 ceiling and holding the control key, because multiple, na? And I'm selecting this 4 ceiling mech. Here, I'm interested to share one shortcut also. If you want, you can make a note. For example, if you want to select all this with one step, simply select the first. This is a shortcut. You can make a note. Just listen, then you can copy. I'm selecting one mech, then holding the shift key and clicking this 4. You see, all will select at a time. This is a shortcut to select the multiple views. Or as individually, if you want to select, you can do by holding the control key. These are some shortcut. So at present, I'm interested to select 3 mech and only one. So I'll hold the control key. I'll select this. Now I want this to. Achha, before that, let me duplicate this. Right click, duplicate, and again right click, duplicate. This time we are dealing with the duplicate. We'll discuss these options also later in documentation module 4. Now I'm selecting this 3 and the 4 copy. And first, I'm interested to place or put this in electrical ceiling category. This can be done by changing first discipline electrical. You see, at present, this duplicate under what? Under mechanical as discipline and subdiscipline as VAC. I'm interested to shift under disciplines electrical and subdiscipline as lighting. Okay, we'll update the same. So select this both and select the discipline as electrical, apply, then with the continuation subdiscipline as lighting, apply. Now you can verify. You see, under electrical discipline, lighting as subdiscipline, and ceiling plan by default you'll get, because this type is ceiling plan. Na? So no need to assign the ceiling plan, because the category means the type is ceiling plan. So it will by default, it will add in the ceiling plan. If there is no ceiling plan, this automatically ceiling plan category will create, because as per the type of view. And you'll find here. Now you can rename. The same procedure you can apply for plumbing or firefighting also.